Alright, back on Dynasty League Baseball. Got my 76 Yankees season up. They're 6-6. They've gotten back to 500, trailing the Tigers by 3.5. Boston is 2 back. They're a half game ahead of Baltimore and a game ahead of Milwaukee. Cleveland's 2-10 in the cellar. Going to start a 3-game series against rival Kansas City, so these should be interesting games. Let's get the first one going. We're in Kansas City for these games. So, slight advantage here, or maybe even more than a slight advantage for Kansas City here at home. And we got 59-degree overcast weather with 16-mile-an-hour winds left to right. So, maybe helping the lefty batters and hurting the righty batters. Wind being pushed towards right field. See who's pitching. We got as-played lineup, so it's going to be Catfish Hunter for the Yankees. And we'll take a quick look at our lineup. Rivers, White, Munson, Chambliss, Pinella, Velez, Nettles, Randolph, and Chicken Stanley. And we're going up against lefty Paul Splittorff. So let's take a look at Splittorff's card. He's 11-8 with a 3.97 in 76. He has no situation qualities. And how about his deep drives? He has deep drives on both sides, so a home run on a batter's card is going to stay a home run. On the replay, he's 1-1. He's got a 180 whip and a 6 ERA. Mickey Rivers will lead it off. He's batting .345 with no homers and 4 runs batted in. And let's get going here. In Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium, and a grounder to first to get things started. Mayberry will take care of that. And he takes it himself for the first out. Bring up Roy White, batting .480 to start the year. He's got 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. And he's a hard grounder to short. Freddie Patek will get that one over to Mayberry. Mayberry involved in the first 2 plays, and there's 2 out. Bring up Thurman. Thurman batting .288. Home run and 11 runs batted in here in 12 games. Pretty good. And there's an error check. We got the first error check of the game, but nope, we don't. The 0 is just a grounder back to Splittorff. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Yankees don't score. Hunter on the mound. He was 17-15 with a 3.53. He's got no situation qualities either. He has deep drives on both sides. He does give up home runs. In the replay, he's 1-3. He's got a 1.15 whip, though, which is pretty good, and a 3.73 ERA, so he's been a little unlucky to be 1-3. The Yankees in general here at 6-6 have been a little unlucky. They've lost some tough games. Wolford comes in batting .143 with no homers and a run batted in. And he starts it off with a base hit to center field. Mickey's going to have to get that one in. Wolford is on. Catfish is a C+, slightly above average. He's a 0 for steals. Munson's a -1, and Wolford can run. Otis batting .356 with 4 homers and 13 runs batted in. And he lines it out to Nettles. At third, the first out of the first inning. Bring up George Brett. Brett batting .300, no homers, 6 runs batted in. And he hits a high fly ball right field. Velez will take care of that one. And there's 2 out for John Mayberry, batting .244, no homers, 6 runs batted in. And he walks him. Hunter gives up the base on balls, first and second, 2 out. Al McRae, dangerous Al McRae, .311 batting average, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in, and he has the clutch factor with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. And that's a double in the gap, and it's going to clear the bases. Double in the left center field gap from McRae, and the Royals take a 2-0 lead here. Big 2-out hit from McRae. It's 2-0. Kansas City. Al Cowan's batting .295 with a homer and 9 ribbies. And And he hits a high fly ball to Mickey in center. Rivers will take care of that, but the Royals get on the board for 2 in the first inning. The Yankees, who just got back to 500, in danger of falling behind and going back under 500. Chambliss, 189 for batting average, but he does have 11 RBIs to go with 1 home run. And here we go. And he struck him out, 1 out. Gotta bring up Sweet Lou Piniella at 184. That's not like Sweet Lou. He's hitting 298 against righties, and he hit. Let's see what he hit overall. He hit 281 overall, but here he's 184 with no homers and 3 ribbies. And there's a line drive base hit to left. I know with Piniella we used to say he can get up at 3 in the morning and hit a line drive somewhere. There's a runner on first, 1 out for Otto Velez. He hasn't played too much. 1 hit and 2 at-bats. He's in the game here against the lefty. Pinella's not a threat to steal. Splittorff is a C, middle of the pack, and a 0, and Martinez is a 0. So the Yankees can run if they can get some speedy guys on. And there's Velez, and Velez is going to drive Piniella in with a double into the left center gap. So hitters finding that gap in left center field in spacious Kansas City. And it's 2-1 now. Yankees fighting back a little bit. 1 out now. Velez on second for Nettles. Nettles comes in batting .261 with a homer and 5 ribbies. And he strikes out Nettles for the second out. So weird inning. Splittorff has 2 strikeouts, but in between he's given up a couple of hits. Willie comes in batting .214 with no homers and 4 ribbies. And there's a double down the line and left, and the Yankees tie it. So the Yankees come right back with 2 of their own here in the top of the second. And we got a good old-fashioned Yankees-Royals dogfight. It's 2-2. Randolph now at second for Chicken Stanley batting .059. He has yet to drive in a run. And there's a hard ground ball to short. He won't do it here either. So we're going to go bottom 2. And we got a fight on our hands. 2-2. Yankees and Royals, despite having 2 really good pitchers on there. Frank White will now bat for the Royals, batting .316. No homers, 2 runs batted in. And there's an error check. We'll see who this is on. It's left field. Roy White is a 75 out of 100, and there's an 11. Short fly to left, and he makes the play. So, 1 out for Freddie Patek, batting .158 with 2 ribbies on the season. And there's a high fly ball right field. Velez will put that one away. And there'll be 2 quick outs for Hunter here as he tries to settle down here in the second. Buck Martinez hitting .294 with a homer and 11 ribbies for Buck. Buck too, and he wasn't that kind. He was .228 with 5 homers and 34 ribbies, so he is really hot to start the season. And there's a high fly ball to center. Mickey will take care of that. And we will go to the third, 2-2. Rivers, White, and Munson top of the order. Yanks trying to get some guys on, maybe do some running. Mickey's 0 for 1. And there's a base hit. Base hit to center field for Mickey. And he might be looking to get a lead and steal a base here. Splittorff is... most lefties are pretty good, but he's just average. And Brett is in for White, looking for a bunt. But we're going to see if we can get a lead here. He's 86% if he can get the lead. And he's going to get it here, I think, with a 28. And he does get the good jump. So he's going to go. Martinez is going to try and get him. But a 26 is not going to do it. And Mickey steals second. So Mickey on second, nobody out. Roy White's going to swing. There's a base hit to center field. With nobody out. Mickey can run. Otis is a 0 arm. Let's see what the percentages are. At 89%, even with nobody out, we're going to score this run. We'll try to score this run. And a 97 is going to get him. Oh, it's a rundown. It's a rundown, so it's not over yet. We're checking the base runner for a rundown. And the rundown continues. Yeah, we might as well send White. And he gets to second. And we got the rundown going, and Rivers is out. Wow, so he had a big chance to score there, but he got caught in a rundown going third to home. He must have been dead to rights. White does sneak into second with one out. That hasn't happened in a long time for me. And there's Thurman Munson coming up. One out runner on second. There's an error check. And it's going to be right field and Cowens. He's an 85 out of 100. Very good. There's an 89, a high number. Munson takes a swing, short fly to right, running in, and he makes the catch. 2 out. White stays at second for Shambles. So when he struck out first time up, and he strikes out again. So the Yankees blow a chance to take the lead. And Rivers getting thrown out. The bottom 3-2-2, and it's going to be Wolford leading it off. He's 1 for 1. Scored a run in the first inning, and he's a hard grounder to short here. And Chicken Stanley will take care of that. And there'll be 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Going to go to Amos Otis. Amos Otis lying the third his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And he strikes out. So Hunter gets Otis on strikes. 2 out now for Brett. Brett only hit 7 homers in 76. His power will come later as he gets older. But he gets a deep drive here. He gets a deep drive here. Let's see what his power rating is. It's a D. 74s to left center field. And he has a 0% chance of a homer here. He hits it not quite far enough. And this should be an easy play for Rivers. And we're going to go to the 4th. High fly ball there. Just didn't hit it far enough. And we're going to go to the 4th, tied at 2. It's going to be Piniella, Velez, and Nettles. Piniella leading it off. And there's another base hit for Piniella. Single to left. He's 2 for 2. I'll bring up Velez. Not a lot of speed here, so Velez is swinging. And he walks, he takes ball 4. First and second, nobody out for Nettles. Nettles is better against righties than lefties. But he still has B power against lefties, so he can connect against lefties. The corners come in, which is, in my opinion, only slightly crazy, because I'm not bunting with Nettles even against a lefty. And there's a deep drive. Deep drive for Nettles. He does still have B power against lefty pitching. See where he hits it. 32 is going to be to right center, right field. It's 358. And he gets a 61. This is going to be close, but a minus 35 adjustment for Stadium. And that's just going to be a warning track out. Wow, a lot of adjustments down at this stadium. And that's just a warning track out for Nettles. Piniella tags and goes to 3rd. Velez will stay at 1st. So that was a deep fly ball that got Piniella to 3rd with 1 out. That'll bring up Willie Randolph. And Willie hits a high fly ball to center now. It's going to be a question for Piniella. Wolford, Otis is a 0 on. 59% with 2 out. But with Stanley up next, I'm going to try it. Yankees have already gotten 1 guy thrown out. Try again, and a 75 is probably out again, and he gets him again. Yankees have had 2 guys thrown out trying to score. And we go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-2. Mayberry leads it off. Walked and scored. And he walks again, so Hunter has not been able to throw strikes to Mayberry. We're on first, nobody out. McRae doubled in a run his first time up. McRae was a hard-nosed, hard-playing guy. And there's a walk. First and second. Nobody out for the Royals after the Yankees have had a couple of chances go by the boards. First and second. Nobody out for Cowens. And going to play back here. And he does square to bunt. He's a C bunter. And that's fielded by Nettles. And it is going to be a successful sacrifice. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. It's going to be Franklin. Second and third, 1 out. Going to bring the corners in. Going to stay back in the middle. Corners in. Second and third, 1 out for White. And he struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Catfish. Freezes the runners, and now 2 out. Gonna have to still get Patek here. Second and third, 2 out. Pitching to Patek. And he's an error chance. Let's see who it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be first base Chambliss. He's a 75. And that's a 47. He should make that play, and he does make the play, and the Yankees are going to get out of this jam. So both teams have had some chances go by the boards. And we go to the 5th, tied at 2. Good game. Stanley leads it off against Splittorff. And it's a high fly ball to right. Cowens will put that one away easily. And there is 1 out. Back to Mickey, who's 1 for 2, and he stole a base. Was thrown out trying to score. There's another base hit for Mickey. Single to right. On first with 1 out. Roy White's going to do a little hit and run here. We're going to do a little hit and run with Rivers and White. And there's a hard ground ball to short, but with the hit and run on, hopefully that will move the double play. Let's see. Moves the double play. Rivers gets to second with 2 outs. Now Munson's clutch is activated with a runner in scoring position and 2 out. Thurman trying to get a big hit to give the Yankees a lead. And he's not going to do it. It's a hard ground ball to short. So he hit it hard, but right at Patek. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. Tense game here between 2 rivals, Yankees and Royals. It all started in '76, ending with Chambliss's home run to win it. In the ALCS, here's Martinez. And there's an umpire call. 42. Stadium visibility, which is excellent, and he gets a base hit. So Royals again have the leadoff man on for Wolford. It's a B bunter. He might be bunting, but I'm going to play back. And he does bunt. 9 and a 92. Tough play. This could be a base hit. Bunt single for Wolford. First and second. Nobody out. First and second. Nobody out for Otis. And there's a strikeout again. Hunter comes up big with a strikeout. That'll be first and second, 1 out. Anytime you can freeze the runners is a big deal. But here's Brett in a big spot. Did hit 333 in '76. And there's a high fly ball to right. And they'll get Brett here. Martinez will hold. It's first and second, 2 out. And again, a tough batter in Mayberry. Hit 13 home runs in '76. And he's walked twice here, and he gets a base hit to center field. So Hunter has had trouble with Mayberry all game. Martinez is not fast, and they're going to hold him. Martinez is only a 3. Bases loaded, 2 out, and it's up to McRae, whose clutch factor is activated in a big spot in this ball game in the bottom of the 5th. And there's a high fly ball to center. Hunter wins the battle, and he's going to strand 3 batters here. The Royals going to leave the bases loaded here in the 5th. So both teams missing opportunities. Game stays 2-2, pitchers wiggling out of trouble. Chambliss will lead it off here against Splittorff, and he's going to get himself a base hit to left. Chambliss slices the ball to left field for a single. And that'll bring up Piniella, who's 2 for 2 in the game. Got his average up to 225. And he's going to be swinging here. And we got a possible bizarre play. Let's see what it's going to be. 316. And it's quite a bit high. Martinez managed to stop it. Splittorff looks like he's in pain. He's holding his arm, and here comes the trainer. And it looks like he's going to have to come out of the game. So the Royals here in the 6th lose their starter, but Doug Bird comes in, and Bird was good as well in 76. 12 and 10, 2 saves, and a 3.37. And he actually has 3 qualities: jam, on, and off. So Piniella here will bat. Brett moves in, but there's no way I'm bunting with Piniella. And there's a grounder to short. That's just going to be a fielder's choice. Piniella will swap places with Chambliss, and there's 1 out for Otto Velez. Now, we got a righty in the game. So now, might want to go to Oscar Gamble, and I will. Oscar Gamble's going to hit for Velez. And Oscar's got pop, 17 home runs. And he's going to bat against Bird with a runner on first and 1 out. And there's a ground ball to first, and again, we're going to just get a fielder's choice, and now Gamble will be on. 2 out, Gamble on first. Gamble a little bit better runner than Piniella, but not a big base stealer. And Nettles will swing now against the righty pitcher, and he moves up to A power against righties, and a 317 average. So much better against righties, and he walks here on a 254. It's going to be first and second, 2 out. It's going to be up to Willie Randolph here. First and second, 2 out. Now Bird's jam quality is activated with a runner in scoring position and 2 out. And Willie hits a high fly ball to center field. Otis is going to take care of this, and both teams failing to get those runs in. The bottom 6-2-2. Cowens, White, and Potek. Yeah, I got to put Gamble in right field. Problem. And Hunter will face Cowens. He can still face 17, so you see Hunter usually hangs around a while. He pitched 298 innings. And Cowens hits a high fly ball to Mickey in center, 1 out. Brings up Frank White, who is 0 for 2. Average down to 300. And he's trying to bunt for a base hit. Towards Nettles at third, and probably not where you want to bunt it. And he is retired for the 2nd out. So he tries to bunt for a hit, but Nettles, too good, makes the play. And now Potek. And there's a ground ball to Nettles again at third, and that will retire the side. We're going to the 7th. Splittorff's been knocked out, but Doug Bird has come in. Stanley, Rivers, and White due up. Bird rarely walks the leadoff man. That's one of his qualities that he has. I could go to Jim Mason, but that's not much of an improvement. I'm going to leave Stanley in. And there's a ground ball to short, 1 out. We're in the 7th. It's 2-2. Rivers will come up. Mickey is 2 for 3 with a stolen base. And here's an error check. Royals have action in their pen. It's going to be the catcher Martinez, who's a 65. And he's going to probably make this play easily. And it's popped up, and he does make the play. 2 out, nobody on for Roy White. White was pretty good against... looks like righties, 319 against righties. And he walks. So White is on with 2 out. White can run. Bird not great. He's a C+ holding, but he's a +1 on steals. And with 2 out and Munson up, I think we're going to try and get a lead here. And 50 is going to do it. He gets the good jump. 67, stolen base plus a possible error on the catcher, and it's a wild throw. White's going to get all the way to third with 2 outs, and now Munson's clutch is active, but so is Bird's jam, so they cancel each other out. And we're going to read the normal result. 2 out, runner on third. Munson trying to get the Yankees ahead. Bird trying to get the 3rd out. And it's an infield range play in a big spot. We haven't had too many range checks in this game. 66 is going to be a high chopper towards Brett at third. He's an A range. It's harder on turf. But he makes the play. Just gets Munson. bang, bang play. Brett gets him. And the Yankees fail to get that one home. Bottom 7 after the 7th inning stretch. Martinez due up against Hunter. And he's batting and he strikes out. 1 out. Hunter's still in there in the bottom of the 7th. Not tired. Face Wolford, who looks like he's 2 for 3, including a bunt single. And he walks, so the Yankees have not been able to get Wolford out. Runner on first with 1 out for Otis. Crowd getting into it here, bottom of the 7th. And there's a strikeout. For the 2nd out. Steve McGrory warming in the bullpen for the Royals. Hunter, nobody backing him up right now. It's all Catfish Hunter. 2 out, nobody on for 2 out with a runner on first for Brett. Wolford is on first. He can run. And there's a base hit. Base hit to center field. Wolford might try for third here. Let's see. There are 2 outs. Let's see what the manager does. And he's the third base coach stops him. So first and second, 2 out for Mayberry. All Catfish Hunter. He's going to try and get Mayberry. First and second, 2 out. And wow, Tom Poquette. This is another weird move by the computer. Mayberry comes out, and Tom Poquette. Now, nothing wrong with Poquette. He hit 309 against right-handed pitching, but didn't expect Mayberry to get pinch hit for there. Let's see if Poquette can come through with a big hit. And there's a high fly ball to center field. And that's going to retire the side. So computer manager went with the stats. Poquette hitting 309 against righties. But he's not able to come through there. And we go to the 8th inning. And now because it's the 8th inning in a tie game, Bird's Jam quality is activated right away. Because the tying or go-ahead run is at the plate. Chambliss score on base. And there's a base hit for Chambliss. So now the go-ahead run is on first. Nobody out for Lou Piniella. Pinella's going to bat, but let me just see what's going on in my bench. Just to see where I am. I don't have a strong bench left here, that's for sure. With Alomar and Mason. The only reason I'd pinch it here is maybe to bunt, but I'm not going to do it. So Pinella's going to bat. Brett comes in. Runner on first, but Pinella's swinging. And there's a pop-up to third, 1 out. So Brett, who was already in, is able to make that play very easily. Runner on first, 1 out for Oscar Gamble, who came into this game for Velez. He's got power, and he's got a righty on the mound. Chambliss on at first, and he walks him. Gamble walks first and second, 1 out. And again, Yankees pushed the go-ahead run into scoring position. Nobody's been able to come through since those early runs scored. Here's Nettles, first and second, 1 out. And there is a base hit to right, and the runner on second is going to score easily. And the Yankees take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Choice for Gamble, and 68% going to hold him with 1 out. Randolph up first and second, 1 out. Now, we're going to get some bullpen action going. We're going to get up Tippy, and we're going to get up Tidrum. And we go Randolph up first and second, 1 out. He's swinging. And there's a base hit for Willie. Clutch hits for the Yankees here in the 8th inning. Question whether Gamble can score, though. He's a 6. 68% towards the bottom, and my bench is weak. I'm going to try and score him. And 85, and the Yankees are going to get their third guy thrown out trying to score. Wow. So first and second, 2 out. Yankees get another runner thrown out. Stanley due up. Who did Alomar bat against righties? Alomar against righties hit 195, and Mason hit 190. So my bench is weak, and Stanley's going to have to hit first and second. 2 out for Stanley, trying to get a big hit here. Yanks did get the lead, but they get another guy thrown out on the bases, and there's a soft grounder to third. And they're going to have to do it with 1 run going into the bottom of the 8th. 3 Yankee runners thrown out in this game. It's going to be McRae, Cowens, and White due up. Hunter's still out there. McRae's clutch is activated because he's the tying run at the plate in the 8th or 9th inning, or the 8th inning or later. And there's a soft grounder to third. Nettles will take care of that one for the first out. Hunter still can face 8 more batters. It's going to be 8 after this, and he's still okay, and he's going to pitch to Cowens. Gave up those early runs, and then he's been great, but here's an error check. And it's going to be White in the left. He's a 75. He's been tested once before. He should make this play on a 34. Short fly ball, and 2 quick outs for Hunter here in the bottom of the 8th. And that's going to bring up Frank White, batting .293 here. And nope, White is lifted for Stinson. Stinson hit .267 against righties. He had 2 homers with 25 RBIs, and he's going to pinch it here with 2 out and nobody on against Catfish Hunter. And he's going to strike out. So a strong 8th inning for Hunter, and that's going to make it hard for me to figure out whether he's going to try and pitch the 9th or I'm going to go to Lyle. 3-2 Yanks, top 9. Yanks going to be looking for some insurance. Mickey Rivers leading it off. Bird is still out there. Bird also started. He was a starter and a reliever, so he has stamina. Patton is backing him up in the bullpen. I will get Lyle up. Here's Rivers. And a deep drive for Mickey. What is his power number? Hit 8 home runs. He's a D. And a 4 is right down the line. He's going to see if it's fair or foul. And it's foul. So Mickey gave it a ride, but it hooked foul. And Bird breathes a sigh of relief. Rivers back in the box, and he struck him out. So that's a cruel fate for Mickey, who drilled one down the line foul and then strikes out. White for 3 in the game. And he's got himself a base hit. Base hit to left for White. He has just been on fire to start the season, batting almost 500 on the season. Just in case Munson hits into a double play, I got to get Sparky up. Sparky is not tired, so that's good. Runner on first, 1 out. Have some options here. Munson's a great hit and run guy, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put the hit and run on. And there's a high fly ball to left. High fly ball to left field. So it'll be 2 out now, and I think White's going to get a little frisky at first base here against Bird and Stinson. Stinson's 0. He's in the game now. See if White can get a lead. 40 should be good enough for a lead, and he does get the good jump. He's going to try and steal second and get in scoring position. And 24 is going to do it. So the Yankees will get White down to second with 2 out for Chambliss. Yankees need a clutch hit here. Bird's jam quality activated. And a foul. Foul. So normal result would have been a deep drive, but it's a foul here. And we're seeing if it stays in the park, but it doesn't. It's fouled into the stands. Bird has the on quality. Doesn't give up a lot of home runs with men on base. And Chambliss gets another chance here. And there's a high fly ball to right. So the Yankees are going to have to do it with a 1-run lead going to the bottom of the 9th. This has been a good baseball game. Classic Yankees Royals. 3-2 bottom 9. Patek set to lead it off. Hunter's going to stay in the face, and let's see if they pinch hit or if he bats. And he is going to be pinch hit. Jamie Quirk. So now they go to Quirk. Solita's actually in the leadoff spot now. I got to go to Sparky. I got to go to Sparky now that they go to Quirk. I don't know if they're going to counter, but I am going to go to Sparky Lyle. Hunter gave me what I needed after the rough start. Sparky's coming in to try and save it. He's 1-2 with 2 saves, 150 whip, and a 3.68 ERA. He has not been great to start the season. He's going to see if he's going to pitch to Quirk, and he is, and he struck him out, 1 out. So Lyle gets Quirk leading it off. So the move backfires for the Royals, but Rojas is now due up. And he should hit. He's right-handed. And he hits a high fly ball to Mickey in center, so Lyle gets 2 quick outs, and the Yankees are going to be 1 out away from a very good win. But it's going to be Tony Salita coming to the plate. I think this is his first debut. He's batting .333 with a homer and 2 ribbies. Lefty-lefty matchup favors Lyle. Lyle does not want to get to Otis. He wants to get Salita. 2 outs, good game, 3-2. Let's see if the Yankees can finish it off. And there it is. It's popped up. Chris Chambliss has it in his sights. Chambliss is going to squeeze it, and the Yankees are going to win a really good game against the Royals here, 3-2, despite getting 3 guys thrown out on the bases trying to score. The Yankees win it 3-2 after falling behind 2-0. This was a good ball game. Hunter wins it. Lyle saves it. And that's all here from Kansas City. Thanks for watching.